The way I walk after a Cracker Barrel buffet.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
It's good. It's good.
We're back for a bonus episode with Dave Moore. So we got
Dave Moore.
We got deep on the previous one, and now we're gonna lighten it up a little bit.
We're not gonna go deep again.
No, that was too intense.
If this is your first BeatiDudes, this show is religiously funny. It's geared towards men who just want to have authentic fraternity, and we believe that Christ is at the center of everything, even when Dave is really giving us some gross explanations of words. Come on, man. You went like crazy gross on the last show with a couple things there, but you'll have to watch the previous episode to catch that.
What?
The snot rocket.
Oh. I did.
You also got really deep. It was so emotional. I didn't know where to turn from
that
here.
That was so inspired.
My biggest takeaway is that you have depth.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond. Yes. I knew there was depth, but
I appreciate
you're
that.
deeper.
It's like it's not just Dave the Onion. It's like Dave the Onion Field.
Well, it's kind of unfair because singing is praying twice, and he sings all the time.
Well, admittingly, I had forgot about the joke about the snot, but I also was inspired to come forth with my honest thought of what Reverse Simpson was. And so
Touche.
I just...
Hey, the raw vulnerability is welcomed here.
No filter.
Thank you.
Yes.
No
Thank
filter.
you.
All right. So, Paul, how are we starting off the show?
Well, we're going to kick it off with our improv game that has yet to be named.
The no-name improv game, and we know how this works
Improv.
now because we're on our something episode.
You fill in the blanks. Okay,
what
so
do we got here?
Somewhere in the mid-single digits.
Okay, I'm gonna put that down. Okay, so we've got a character card and a question that we have to answer as said character.
Okay, and this
Dave
is between
will be
all of us.
joining
Dave,
us.
you're one of the
Yeah.
contestants now.
I
You
am.
could actually
Oh.
score points.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're gonna have that. There's a 10-second interlude for you to think.
It's 4th and 15, and you guys are looking at full court press. Let's go.
Nailed
Icing,
it.
Full count.
full count.
3rd down, punt the ball.
Yellow card. All right, here we go. As the ultimate foodie, what drives you insane?
Colombian coffee crystals.
Is that an 80s SNL reference?
Yes, it is. Chris Farley. I love it.
Yes.
I think you might have just taken the cake. That was good.
It
I took
was
the
ve-
cake.
and
Do
I didn't
another
see it
one. There's
coming.
no one beating that one. Come on.
All right, yeah, let's
Okay,
go for another one. That's
1
fair.
point, Dave.
All right. Okay, here we
good
go.
one.
Yeah.
From the deck,
Sorry,
bad
guys.
actors.
Sorry, guys.
Okay,
Here we
as
go.
a movie villain, what do others find irresistible about you?
I have very large weapons.
The way I walk after a Cracker Barrel buffet.
I don't even know. Yeah, Dave is just the reigning champ.
I'm just sorry I spoke.
Sorry.
You actually get points
I needed this
for
fraternity.
speaking.
Wow.
Man.
What even?
The guys who almost never stop talking, speechless.
Yes.
I've never seen it
Consistently
before.
speechless, yes.
Brought my A game.
Yeah, 100%.
Really did.
I think we were both frazzled because everything that came up, we're like, no.
Yeah, I had to. I was working.
Dave,
Yes.
unbelievable.
That was incredible. Yeah.
I'm honored.
Trained actor, improv comedian.
Or real life story.
Yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah.
That's the show.
There you go.
Wonderful.
All right, so we've done the funny. Now we're going to get to the last TBD question of the day for the bonus round. What? You won. You just got 100 points.
Wait,
Also
seriously?
the first.
Yeah.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, you took it.
You got first?
Appreciate
No,
appreciate
also the
that.
first question of this episode.
Oh, yeah, you're right. All right, we got question number 17 from the TBD deck. What? You get to participate. What is life teaching you right now? What is life teaching you right now? When I reflect on like things I learned growing up, I'm starting to learn the things that weren't taught to me on purpose. It's like, because they weren't taught to me, I learned them. So a good example would be, I never once heard somebody talk about a saint to me. So I didn't think saints were something that you should like really invest in. And so it's like a reverse teaching. But at the same time, I saw my parents show up to every sporting event I ever did, even when I was like on crutches and they had to drive 2 hours. So like you're always there for family. So all that to say, what life is teaching me right now is that I'm questioning, what am I accidentally teaching my kids? And I think I'm accidentally teaching Lorelai to be perfect. And that it hurts when I realize I'm doing it. So
can I jump off of that one?
Yeah, go for it.
So I called my dad this morning, told him how awesome it was at your house yesterday, Jeff, where we did Stations of the Cross outside in their backyard. Totally awesome. And that's something I grew up doing on Fridays and went with my dad. And I was talking to him this morning. He's coming next week. So we're doing it again. And my dad's like, I want to lead it.
Yes.
Like, yes.
That's cool.
And so my reflection there is then, wow, like I grew up doing Stations with my dad. I was able to lead it yesterday at your house. Now my dad's it's like this whole full circle.
Yes.
And you just don't even know the impact that you're having on your children with your actions, right? It's so obvious when you're telling them, hey, you're coaching them this, it's very like direct and you're being intentional with it. But it's all those, intentional because you're doing it, but unintentional because you don't see them watching you so intently, but they are. So
I was moved yesterday, by the way. So he printed up these pamphlets, like little front and back things for us. And there was neighborhood kids on my trampoline. And when I said, kids, everybody off the trampoline, it's time for stations. These kids had no idea what I was talking about. There's a whole crew of them that have never been to a church. And they walked around praying, kneeling.
It was awesome.
And experiencing it. It was really, really neat to see. Come next Friday.
Okay.
What's life teaching you right now, Paul?
It seems like lately because, I mentioned this on a previous show, but we were talking about getting up earlier and praying in the morning, and it's really interesting in that moment in the morning as well. I forget who said this, but it was something about, the resurrection happened right at daybreak, and so that there's something about that hour in particular and praying at that time. And so, yes, it's kind of that you're not quite awake, but you're still praying intentionally, and the reflections there that have been coming to me have just been God reminding me who I am. Because life can be a roller coaster sometimes, and it's easy to take the most recent, whatever it is, if it's a disappointment, to take that as, oh, well, that defines me, or that tells me something about who I am. And all of these, good memories, all of these moments where I felt like God was moving in a powerful way, or an experience of community, but in church, like back in college or times in seminary, things like that, where it's this sense that, this is who you are. Don't let what these other moments in the world have done, speak to you as if that's your identity.
I love it.
Yeah.
Mr. Moore, what's life teaching you?
Oh my gosh.
And it can't be about Cracker Barrel.
No. I mean, on so many fronts, like as a father, as a husband, as a minister, I'd say probably like the deepest thing is like with working with the Catholic Music Initiative on liturgical resources as the Eucharistic Congress ramps up, like really trying to enter in and just be a workhorse to make sure that goodness is accomplished and that we do well. There's just all these things. And I don't know, like I think God is just teaching me priority of place right now. I was reading Walker Percy again recently. He has this quote that's like, in this life, goodness is destined to be defeated, but man must fight for goodness because that is the victory. And to do anything less is, it's to be less than a man. And so as I'm sitting here and I'm like reading this, I'm thinking to myself, like, is the work I'm doing with Catholic Music Initiative intended to reform or renew liturgical experience? Is my work with the Congress to be sure that the Catholic Church flexes and is seen in this great light? Is, and then I realized for a second, like, that's all the humanity getting involved. And it's like, no, like the next thing is to love, to be charitable, to see what my daughter's really needing, see what my wife is needing, even if she's not saying it or whatever, and like literally seeing God and being the face of Christ in each and every moment, and just doing good, and that is enough.
It's enough.
Yeah, and I stink at like getting my head around that all the time, but I'm trying.
I love the word that you used, workhorse.
Yeah,
Like knowing that you're on a mission.
Yeah.
Right? You've got something that you're going to do, and it matters.
Yep.
That's so powerful.
Listen, this has been an awesome bonus episode with Dave Moore. Check out the Catholic Music Initiative. Get plugged in with the National Eucharistic Congress and Revival. This is the real deal. This is a chance for encounter. It's a chance to bring people back into the conversation of the faith. On behalf of all the BeatiDudes.
Try it again.
On behalf of all the BeatiDudes, until we meet again, we'll see you in the Eucharist. Thanks, y'all. God bless.
This podcast is part of the Spoke Street Network. For more great podcasts, visit spokestreet.com.